Welcome to another playthrough of Pandemic: The Cure. I just recorded another one earlier today on intro level, which was okay to demonstrate the game, but it was pretty easy and I won. And I think I owe you and me a game on standard level, which will most likely beat me, but let's see how far I get. So, no rules explanation this time. I did some explanation in the last video, so watch this one if you want to know the rules or read the rule book. It's pretty easy. And we have 3 event cards: an airlift, good planning, and re-examined research. And these are the 4 characters I didn't use in the last playthrough. So I just sorted those out from the last playthrough, so we get some new ones and you can see almost every character. We have the dispatcher, the researcher and the medic. Just for the record, not in the game is the contingency planner, but well, maybe next time. So we have dispatcher in pink. The guy with the helicopter, I just imagine he's also flying a pink helicopter. Then we have the researcher in brown, and the medic orange. Just go through the characters. The dispatcher has a special ability during your turn: move other pawns in your region to any region for free. And he has the helicopter symbol, which he can save for use during other player's turn or his own turn, of course. And he can spend it to move any number of players in a single region to any other single region at any time. Then we have the researcher with, well, 2 bottles and 2 syringes, no plane, and she can give samples to other players in other regions for free at any time. She doesn't have to be on the same region. That's also a great ability. And we have the medic, and as you can see, he has a lot of syringes. He has the double syringe to treat 2 dice, and the triple syringe, plus a single syringe and a plane and a bottle. That's it. That's our team. Let's go for 12 starting dice. Oops, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So let's roll them. Reroll the crosses. Okay, that's 2, 3, some 6s here, another 2, another 3, 2 4s, 4 4s, and a 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's a good distribution of colors and regions, I'd say. And let's start with the dispatcher. Wow, 3 biohazards. This is what happens when you start at standard level. It immediately, with the first roll, moves up to 1, 2, 3, close to heroic level. So this is a bad start. And we have a syringe and a bottle and a plane, a syringe, plane, double die. And why not just use the syringe to treat a die, an infection die, and use the bottle to take our first sample. What a bad start with 3 biohazards. I'm just having a look here. Anyway, we couldn't have used any of those events. So now we have the infection phase with 3 dice, cross, a red 4, and a yellow 5. So we have to take care of the red ones. Now the researcher, she rolls no biohazard. That's awesome. And we are trying to get red samples. So I think she doesn't have a plane. I think I'll just move her over to region number 6. Treat the red infection die, take a red sample. And now, well, let's use the syringe to treat an infection die, and let's re-roll the bottle and see what happens. Another syringe. Okay, so I'll treat this one too. That's okay. That's her turn. She can give samples to other players in other regions at any time for free, so why not? Why not move the samples to the dispatcher? Now, infection phase, 3 dice, black, black, blue. 2 black 5s and a 1. Okay, now the medic. I really hope we roll a plane. I need a wow, 3 biohazards. Okay, 1, 2, 3. It is a dice game, so we have an epidemic. I know I called it pandemic in the last playthrough, I'm sorry. So we have to take 3 dice from the bag, 1, 2, 3, plus all in the middle. And where's this one coming from? Oh, that's nice, it wasn't the bag from the last game. Okay, so we have another cross, a 1, 2 3s, and a 6, still almost safe. So he will use... I think he'll use the special ability. Using 1 cross, it's the aircraft, move any pawn to any region. The air lift. And use his 2... he'll use 1 syringe. He could reroll. He has so many syringes, he'll reroll. Yeah, so that's 4 syringes in total. So he will treat those 3 and maybe a black. No, a yellow one. Okay, what a bad start. Let's see where this leads us to. Now, infection phase, 3 dice. Let's roll them. 3, 2, and a 4. Still no outbreak. That's great. The dispatcher. He already rolled all his biohazards for the game, so I hope he doesn't continue like it. Yeah, he doesn't. And I see 2 bottles. This is great. He will use both to take 2 red samples. He has a helicopter and a syringe. If he could roll 1 more bottle, wouldn't that be great? But no risks anymore. I think he'll keep the helicopter, maybe he'll use it later, and use the syringe to treat another red infection die. That's his turn. Now he can try to find the cure. For the red disease, he needs a 13 with 4 dice. Wow, that's 16. Okay, that was luck. And all reds here and all reds in the treatment center are returned to the bag. Great! Those dice returned to their owners. We found our first cure. Now, infection phase. 3 dice. 2 red and a yellow. We have 1 cross, a 2 and a 4. Now, let's see what we have here. Move up to 4 dice from the treatment center to the infection bag. Nice. A good planning. We don't have enough to pay for this. And the re-examined research, reroll 1 die when trying to find a cure. Okay. The researcher's turn. Yep, I see a biohazard. Infection is increased by 1. Next one will cause an epidemic. And now, where is she? Here. So we could go for the yellow or the blue ones because we have to treat them anyway. The dispatcher will use the helicopter to move her to region number 2. She will use 2. Okay, let's play it safer. She will use 1 syringe to treat a yellow die. She'll use the ship to travel over here. She'll use another syringe to treat a blue die, so we're kind of safe, hopefully. And then she'll take a sample. We can still decide if we're going for yellow or blue. Actually there are more blue. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He's on blue. Let's go for blue. A blue sample. Okay. Then let's I'm thinking of using this event because if the medic rolls another biohazard, it will be an epidemic and the yellow ones will return back. So I use the health population event to move up to 4 dice from the treatment center into the bag. So here we go. The rumors. Now, the researcher draws 1, 2, 3 dice. For our infection roll we have another cross, a yellow 5 and a blue 6. And it's the medic's turn. Let's see. This is like 12, 13 syringes. But he's actually in the wrong place. But we can move him over there because he has a ship. So let's do like this. 3 syringes to clean this space. 1 ship to move over here. And another 3 syringes to treat 2 blue and the black 1. And I think he has to use at least 3 to move 3 dice back into the bag from the treatment center. And for 1 syringe he can return both red die because we found the cure, and this is for the 2nd and 3rd. We keep the blue ones. And wouldn't it be great to have a bottle? Let's try it. 1 bottle on this die. and one biohazard. There's the bottle. Great. He has a sample and he will give it to the researcher and then roll for infection. 3 dice. Oops, sorry, dropped it. Cross, black 4 and a yellow 5. Yellow is close to an outbreak here. Then we have the researcher. He's over here. And he rolled 2 biohazards. 1, 2. This increases infection. 1, 2. And we have an epidemic. 4 dice, we're on the 4 range, plus this one. One, 2, 3, 4, and the blue one. Let's see what happens here. I'm thinking about the yellows here, and I have this event. Return 1 die to the infection bag instead of rolling it. I think I will use this. I will return a blue die. Let's move them here. And use the rumors. And I remove 1 yellow die. Okay, this is the epidemic roll. And we have a 6, a 4, that was a 4, a 1 and a 5. And here we have an outbreak. So it's our first outbreak and the yellow die moves over here. Okay, that was the 2 biohazards. Then we still need blue samples. So I think he will use his plane, fly over here, use the syringe to treat 1 blue die and take a sample. That's all we can do at the moment. Move 2 infection dies from any regions to the treatment center. We could use this on the yellow ones. We have 6 yellows out there, so still 6 in the bag. Okay, I'll use the remote treatment to move any 2 infection dies from any region to the treatment center. And we draw for the infection phase 4 dice. That's a cross, that's a 1, that's another 1, and that's a 4. Okay, the researcher's turn. Where is she? She's here, and we still need more blue. This is going much too slow. When entering new regions this turn, okay, I cannot pay it anyway. No need to read at the moment. Okay, for 1, with her 1 ship, she can move over here. Use her syringe to treat the blue die. Use the bottle to take a sample. And then she has another syringe. Yeah, why not? Let's treat another yellow one. So now she could try to roll to find a cure with 3 dice. That's very unlikely. Or she could give them to the dispatcher, then he would roll with 4 on his next turn. So let's try it this way. She'll move all the samples to him. Then we have the infection phase with 1, 2, 4, sorry, that was 5. 1, 2, 3, 4 dice, 2 yellow, a blue, and a red one. A red 1, 2 red 5s, and a 2. Okay, this is already much tougher than the intro game, of course. Now the medic. Medic rolls, and he has a biohazard. Infection is raised by 1. That was this result. Where is he? He's here. And it would be great if you could get some blue samples to the dispatcher. But that's not very likely. You could use the plane to move over there, the syringe to remove the blue dice, put them in the treatment center, and then he'd need to roll for a bottle. No. So I think I'll fly here or here. Let's see, the reds are more likely to explode here because we have less reds out. So he will use the plane, fly over here. With 1 die he can treat all reds because we found the cure. And with, let's clean this up. Another 3 syringes. For 1 syringe he'll treat all the 3 reds, and for the other 2, he'll move the 2 blue dice in here, and maybe or hopefully the dispatcher on his next turn rolls some bottles. Infection roll, 4 dice. Here are the reds. We have 2 crosses and 2 ones. That was a good move. Okay, the dispatcher. The dispatcher rolls. And I think I will use the good planning event for 3 dice. Set 1, 2 or 3 dice to any results. This cannot affect biohazards, of course. And I need 1, 2 bottles, and he can take 2 samples. That should be enough. And then he'll move over here and treat 1 yellow die. So we are kind of safe, hopefully. Okay, so 2 blue samples. Then he'll move over here and treat this yellow. Infection die. Then he can roll to find a cure. He needs a 13 with 6 dice. And that's 18, 22, 25. So we found the blue cure. Cure for the blue disease. All blue dice return to the bag. Those dice return to their owners. And things are looking better right now. Except if we roll some more biohazards. Now we have the infection phase. 4 dice. Cross. A yellow 5. red 6 and black 3. That's okay. Now we have the researcher. Ha! 2 biohazards. Wow. Anything we can do here? No, because with 2 biohazards we move into the next section, and that's an epidemic, which means 4 dice from the bag, 4 and all 4 yellow ones. Cross, 2 blue 6s, a lot of yellow 5s and a red 6. So we start here, we have an outbreak, a very big outbreak, our second outbreak. All excess die move over here, they just trigger the next yellow outbreak. And I have to move 1 die to the 1, and here we have a blue outbreak, the 4 blue dice, and we're on 4 outbreaks. Any more outbreaks? No, that's enough anyway. Getting pretty dangerous. And, oh, I think I missed this one, missed to place this one, okay. Phew! Researcher, where are you? Here. We should care about, let's say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Still 2 yellows in the bag, but the blues are more dangerous. But she doesn't have a plane, she can only move 1 space. That's not good at all. 2 bottles are useless. I will re-roll all die. Of course, another biohazard. And she will treat a blue die with a syringe here. And shall we roll for a bottle or not? She has 2 bottles. Okay, let's go for it. Syringe, syringe, bottle, blue sample. Okay. Then I think she will pass it to the dispatcher. That's her turn. And I don't have 3 crosses, then I could skip the infection step this turn. So I have to roll 4 dice. This is a 1, cross, 5, and another yellow 5. So 4 yellows in here, that's an outbreak. This yellow moves over here, triggers another outbreak. We are on outbreak 6. And this one moves over here. 2 more outbreaks and we lost the game. Time for the medic to clean up this mess. At least no biohazard. So we can treat... Okay, he will treat... He has 2 syringes here. The first one to treat all the reds in here to the treatment center, and the second one to move all the reds back to the bag. Then he'll use the ship and travel to this very, very dangerous place. And he will treat... He can treat a lot here. Let's say he takes 3 syringes, For 1 he can move all blue dice in here, because we already found a cure for blue. And for the other 2 he will move the 2 yellow ones. I'd love to have another transport to move him over here. I think I'll try it to roll another transport. Yeah, that's a plane. With the plane he'll fly over here. Another 3 syringes. This is 1, 2, and I think for 3 we'll move all blue dice back into the bag. So this guy, he really cleaned up. That's great. But he didn't take any samples. Now I just shuffle the bags in there, the dice in the bag, and draw 1, 2, 3, 4. Roll for infection. 2 crosses, a 4 and a 5, and you're still safe. Good work, my friend. Then we have the dispatcher. The dispatcher. Oh, by the way, I don't know when we did that. Did I really collect a blue die? How stupid is this? This one returns because we have already a cure for blue. So I think it's better to look for something like yellow. So he will take a yellow sample. Where is he? He's here. He can use a syringe to move a yellow die here. And I'd love to take more samples, so I will roll for more bottles. 1 bottle, another yellow sample. Come on. A biohazard. Another bottle. Nope. A plain bottle. Cool. At least the statistics are with me. The probabilities. Okay, that was all his dice. He can try to find the cure. He needs a 13, which is it possible? It is possible with the yellow ones, and that's an 8, 10. And there are 2 5s on there, so I think I'll use 2 dice, the yellow ones, to re-roll a die when trying to find a cure, and I hope for 5. Nope, a cross is a 0. So he didn't find the cure. Sad but true, and he has to roll for infection with 4 dice. That was across 2 crosses, a 1 and a 1. That's okay. Give any number of samples from one player to another player. That's handy. Skip infection turn. Yep. Let's see what the researcher is going to do. She has a syringe to treat the yellow dye here, and 2 bottles to take 2 yellow samples. And 2 ships. She could move over here Okay, why not do it this way? She'll use two, not the black ones please, but not the red ones either, so let's say a blue and a black one. For the mobile hospital event, when entering new regions this turn, move one infection die from the region to the treatment center. So, she will move with one ship over here and one is removed, and with the next ship over here and one die is removed. Then we'll use the sample delivery, and we'll use the one black and one a red one, the sample delivery event. Give any number of samples from one player to another player, no matter where they are. So she'll take all the samples from the dispatcher. This is looking better. And now she'll try to find a cure for the yellow disease. Please give me a 13. This is a 14. Awesome. So we found a cure for the yellow disease. One to go. The yellows return back to the bag. The dice return to their owners. And that was a great turn. Reroll one player die with a biohazard result. Move any pawn to any region. That's some good effects here. Let's roll for infection with 1, 2, 3, 4 dice. Blue, blue, black, black. A blue cross, a black red, 5 and blue. Awesome. Now, medic's turn. Give me a lot of bottles. We already have 2 dice we can take as samples. And that's a bottle. We'll use it immediately to take a black sample. And then a ton of syringes. So with 3 of them, here we move 3 black dice in here. I'd love to roll again for some bottles. I will roll again. That's a bottle for a black sample. More syringes. Problem is, if I roll 2 more biohazards, the black dice will disappear again into the bag. Not into the bag, that will be a reroll. Come on, this is running for the final cure. No. Another bottle. And now I stop. I don't want to push my luck any further. And let's see, he can move or treat another infection die. He could move over here to give these samples to the researcher, but maybe it's better to give them to the dispatcher. So he'll use the syringe here to remove the dead die. Then he'll pass the samples to the dispatcher. He's on the same space. Rolls 4 dice, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 3. Let's get a 4th one here. Ooh, yellow and red. We have 2 crosses, a 6 and a 4. Okay, and now it's the dispatcher's turn. No biohazard, but 2 bottles. He'll take the 2 black samples. Hopefully that's enough to find the cure. He could fly over here. Why not? He will fly over here. Where is he? Here. Treat another black die. And he'll treat another black die. Just in case he doesn't make it and the researcher has to go on taking samples. And then I'll take 3 dice, like the yellow, blue and red one, to use the one quiet night event which says skip infection turn this turn. Now I can try to find our last cure. 5 dice, we need 13. And this is only 9. No effects, no rerolls. That's it. So we have to go on. And we skip the infection phase this turn because of the quiet night event. And now it's the researcher's turn. That's a biohazard. And I think I'll take the last red die here for the containment attempt to reroll 1 player die with a biohazard result before it takes effect. Okay, and that's another one. So we stay here with the biohazard, and this moves infection by 1. Now, first she will take, where is she anyway? Here. She will take a sample. That's a bottle die, a black sample. She will treat another black die. Yeah. And she'll roll again, looking for bottles. That's 2 bottles. This is great. I'll just turn this to the bottle side. It was the choice side. Whew! Risky, but worth it. Now she can try to find a cure with 3 dice. Oh, wait a second. You may give samples to other players in other regions free at any time. Okay, so she can try it and pass the samples on after that. And she rolled a 9. Now she passed the samples to the dispatcher. And I really hope he'll make it. Give samples to other players in other regions for free at any time. That's it. Now, no dice for events. We need to draw 4 dice. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And the reds and blues are the dangerous ones. And we drew... Oh God! Okay. Let's hope we get lucky here. That's lucky. That's 2 crosses. That's a 3 and a 6. This is an outbreak. And the red die moves over here. Whew! I wish I could just skip his turn. But I can't. So, the medic has to roll. Of course it's biohazard. We go to the next region. We have to draw 5 dice plus all in the treatment center. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that's a cross. That's a 3. That's a 5. A 6. And a 1. And the 1 triggers our last outbreak. We lost. We lost we'd have needed to survive his infection roll, and then the dispatcher could have rolled with 2, 4, 6, 8 dice. Yeah. So this was pretty close and exciting, and if we take into account the bad start with 5 biohazards in the first 3 turns, I think we came pretty close. Okay, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope I didn't make too many mistakes. See you next time. Thanks for watching. Have a good time with Pandemic: The Cure. Bye.